Hello, everyone. I'm very grateful that you are out there listening to the Speaking for Him podcast. Before we go any further, I just want to make a note that these are not live shows, and so sometimes I may say things that don't seem to line up in the order of podcasts, and I did do that in regards to our theme music, and so I just want you to be aware that these shows are sometimes recorded out of order, and so that's why there was the mistake in continuity. So that being said, this is the Speaking for Him podcast.
That's pretty new music. I like that. I'm Adam McNutt here on the Speaking for Him podcast. Another Friday is upon us, and I'm alongside the host of the program, Mr. Andrew Gommesen.
Hello, Adam. I'm grateful to be with you on another Friday, and I'm very excited because I get to have my sisters here with us.
Got a whole family reunion in here happening almost right now. This is awesome.
Absolutely. It's great to be able to have my family and friends on the podcast. One of the best parts about it. And today, I don't know, Adam, have you ever been to a county fair?
I haven't. Probably the closest I've ever got was watching the movie Babe, and that was about it. So I've never been to one myself.
Well, you might have to check out a certain one that we're going to talk about today.
Okay.
Today, our podcast is about the Montcalm County Fair, and my sisters are involved with 4-H. So they show animals at this fair. It's a week-long event from June 23rd to 29th at the Montcalm County Fairgrounds. You can get more information at www.montcalmcountyfairgrounds.com, and I will have that information again at the end of the podcast. But right now, I'd like to introduce my sisters, Hope and Charity. Hope is 15 and Charity is 12. Welcome to the show, girl.
Hey, guys.
Hi. Hi.
All right. Well, how long have you been doing 4-H, Charity?
I've been in 4-H for 6 years, but I have been a regular 4-H'er for 3.
And by regular 4-H'er, maybe those who don't know 4-H, can you explain what you mean by only a regular 4-H'er for 3 years? What were you before that?
A cloverbed. Cloverbeds have it easier, and they learn more about it, so they have the experience when they turn to actually get placed in how they do.
Okay. Hope, how long have you been doing 4-H?
9 years.
9 years.
All right.
Wow. And what are you showing this year?
I am showing a llama, a goat, and 2 rabbits.
What about you, Charity?
I'm showing a llama, a goat, a cavy, 2 rabbits, and some chickens.
Adam, do you have any questions?
I do so far. So I heard with this that you guys can actually get like awards for the animals that you bring in showing. Are there any like awards? Like, what's the highest award you guys have ever won before?
I've had reserve champion llama showmanship and reserve champion cavy breed.
Very cool.
I've actually gotten a lot of first place, and I've had my rabbit got best of show reserve overall rabbits. So.
All right. Well, good for you guys. That's awesome.
Yeah, pretty exciting stuff. So, Hope, what do you like best about going to the fair?
I like hanging out with my friends, and I just think it's a really fun experience to get to have your animals there and get up early and take care of them every morning. It's a lot of fun.
Charity, what's your favorite thing?
Probably learning about the different animals that God created and how He made them each individual special.
Well, you kind of answered this question, but can you elaborate on it a little bit? Tell in more detail what the fair teaches you about God? Charity?
It teaches you that how great He is, because you can learn about what He has made and actually see how uniquely all the different animals are, and He doesn't make any the same.
All right. Well, do you have any thoughts about that?
Not really. Pretty much the same like Charity. It's really cool.
All right. Well, why should people come to the fair? Charity.
Because I think it's a great experience to learn about the animals and to really learn how God has created them.
Now, I didn't ask her to do this beforehand, so I hope she's not too mad at me, but my mom is here. So I just like to ask her from a parent's perspective what she thinks about 4-H and the fair, and first of all, why should people get their kids involved in it, and second of all, why should people come out and support the fair?
First of all, having children involved in the fair gives them a purpose for having animals. Sometimes they can't have an animal and they're like, oh, yeah, they get really bored with it because it's, it's every day. You got to take care of them. But when they have a purpose of showing them and perhaps earning awards or earning a trophy or ribbons or et cetera, they have a purpose. They have a goal. And so it's not just, oh, yeah, I got to take care of my animal, but they have a real purpose for that. And the second thing is it's really good for kids, especially who live in the city, to come out and see the animals at the fair because they might actually learn where some of their food comes from. And we have a special day on Wednesday, especially for kids. They call it Kids Day. They have games. They have learning activities. They have prizes, and it's a really good activity to come to on Wednesday from like 10 in the morning till 1 in the afternoon or so. But just walk around and, get up close and ask permission to pet the rabbit or to, see the dairy goats. And if you're there at the right time, you can see them milking goats. You can see them milking cows. Just real good experience for kids.
Do you remember what it costs to park?
You pay $5 a day. You can go in and out as many times as you need to if you need to leave for something. And if you live close enough that you'd like to come repeatedly, it's $15 for a 1-week pass.
All right,
Very affordable.
And there is a midway with rides, and there is concession stands and food carts. There's stuff like elephant ears and funnel cake. I know food usually speaks to you, Adam. So we've had this discussion
it's
before.
Already talking even before the fair starts here. So it's oh goodness, that sounds good.
So yes, this is Friday. The fair starts in just a couple days. So if you want to get out and experience the fair, you can get more information on www.montcalmcountyfairgrounds.com, and I will try to put that up on the Speaking for Him Facebook page as well, so that you can avail yourself of that. They also have a rodeo and a demolition derby, which are available for entertainment options during the fair. So come on out, enjoy some wholesome family fun, and get to know some of God's creatures. All right, well, Hope and Charity, it's been really great to have you here. Before we go, and before I forget, I would like to ask you if either of you have a favorite Bible verse that you'd like to share with us.
There is a lot of good ones, and it's hard to choose. But one of my favorite ones is Psalm 19:14. Let the words of my mouth and the meditation of my heart be acceptable in thy sight, O Lord, my strength and my Redeemer.
I like Ecclesiastes 3:11. He hath made everything beautiful in its own time. Also, he has said of the world in their heart, so that no man can find out the work of from the beginning to the end.
All right, well, thank you. It's been really great to have you. And I'm just so glad to be able to talk about the fair. I'm excited about the fair. I know I'll be out there probably at least one day. And so I hope to see some of my listeners out there as well. Again, I'll put the website up, www.montcalmcountyfair.com. Montcalm County Fairgrounds.com. Sorry about that. and that will be up on the Facebook page, as I said. And, Mom, do you have anything else about the fair that you would like to add since you are here?
I would just like to mention that this year we're going to try having a Military Appreciation Day on Saturday, and the Blue Star Mothers are going to be there. There's going to be collecting some personal care items to send in packages to military overseas, and we'd love to have you come out, stop by our booth, and see what you can do to help support our military. Also, anybody who has military ID can get in parking for free on Saturday.
Again, the dates are June 23 to 29. And Adam, I was thinking that if we can coordinate it, it might be nice for us to go the same day, hang out, maybe do some on-site stuff with the Speaking for Him podcast, informally, of course, but if you want to meet and greet the guys behind the mics for the Speaking for Him podcast, we may just be able to make that happen.
There we go. We'll be the guys holding the rabbits. That'll be us.
We will. It's so good to have these listeners. And before I get too far off track, I just want to say have a great weekend and keep serving the best of masters. And, of course, see you at the fair.